Right, so I have returned for something a little bit different today. I thought to myself, you know what? Let's take a break from mangoes for one day, and let's actually cover an anime that actually was pretty freaking fine. And yeah, so if YouTube kicks in, yes, it does. It will kick in, and it does work. So yes, I want to actually cover this show because I actually quite liked it. My brain just kind of, I don't know what happened. I actually have no idea. My brain just went with the whole entire thing. It just did not remember a thing. I was like, what the hell are you doing, brain? Like, you need to remember these things, but clearly it didn't. So yeah, that's why I didn't actually cover it. I didn't drop it or anything. I don't think anyone said that. Just because everyone thinks I dropped the show. I didn't actually drop the show at all. I actually really do like it. Just completely, my brain just blocked out this whole entire thought, which was really weird. But yeah. Anyway, so today I have returned with the name gets me. I want to say Alta, but it's Altair. It's Altair, a record of battles, because it's not Alta. It's not spelled with ER. It's spelled ALTAIR. That's how you spell it. So it's IR, so Altair. So yes, we're back today with episodes 3 to 5, and yeah, where I left off last time was actually quite interesting because it was actually rebellion. I think Ibrahim is his name, happens to be the actual kind of right-hand man to Mahmut. Actually, kind of led the rebellion, but it doesn't actually seem as if it was going the way that he expected. He expected to go a different way. I think he expected the fact that actually his whole entire thing would happen, all the families involved would be safe, but clearly it isn't the case. And then also where we actually left off, Muhammad was in a very, 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 very bad situation. Like in essence, he was quite screwed. Like it wasn't looking good. So let's see how it all goes down, because it's kind of like, I swear it was a sword fight between one of the dudes, and it didn't end well for him. And he's actually kind of very much in a corner, just so to speak. So yeah. Anyhow, enough of my ramblings. Let's actually watch the show, because I'm watching 3 episodes today. Because I've just realised that it happens to be 10 episodes out currently. I think it comes out on a Saturday. I think, but Amazon Prime, it's any day of the week for them. They don't care. It's Amazon Prime. Oh. See, I always called Altair from Recreators Alta. I don't know why, but it's clearly Altair now that I think about it. Man, I actually have watched that show in ages. Actually, speaking of devil, I need to one day finish off Recreators. You know, I really did not like it. You see how it all just wrapped up. But yeah, it's complete. Now that you mention it, yeah, it is Altair. That completely went past my mind as well. Damn. Anyway, so enough talk. Let's get on with this. So let's start this thing in 3, 2, 1. Let's begin now. Yeah, Muhammad's not looking good. Also, this show happens to be 2 calls long as well, which actually does kind of interest me. I was like, because if it was 1 call, I might have just kind of just said to myself, okay, let's just read the manga. But because it's 2 calls long, I was like, you know what? Let's watch the anime. It gives me more incentive to actually catch up with it because it's 2 calls long. If it's 1 call, it's kind of like, is it needed? Can I just read the manga instead? Because I probably would get a better experience out of it in the long run. Which does tend to be the case with a lot of the shows I tend to pick up. The fact that 1 call long, and you're just like, what's the point after a while? Just read the manga. There happens to be one. Because they did the same thing with Kakaguri as well. It's only 1 call long. I was like, is there much point in me watching the anime? Like waiting for the anime to come out, or just read the manga instead? A lot of shows were like that this season, actually. Besides Prosifer was 2 calls, but Prosifer's Netflix. So that was you'd be lucky to actually even watch that show on time. But anyway, yeah. So this one's the only one I actually want to catch up with because it's 2 calls long, and it's actually kind of the best one of the season for me. Besides Gamers. It's one of those ones that really does kind of interest you because the world building is quite exquisite. It's quite political as well. Actually, it's like actually quite like it's a world that has its own politics. I always like about a show as well. Like when a show introduces politics, I actually quite like it because it makes the whole world feel that more real. Damn, son. She's quite ruthless. Damn. It's true. Most of the time, the manga is better anyway. But you get those odd occurrences when the actual anime is actually better. It's a really freaking rare occurrence. Man, it's pouring down outside. Jesus Christ! All right. All right, Amazon. Like the whole entire thing about this is all just fiction, just like filled the whole entire screen up. Damn, son, that was a load. It's everywhere for a second there. That was quite a good cut, actually. I quite like that cut. It's like boom, done, cut. I was like, ooh, ooh, good cut, good cuts. Oh, uh-oh. Is that Rohan from JoJo? Sounds just like Rohan from JoJo. He's literally everywhere at this point. Every single show I watch, he's always there. Uh-oh. Man, that bird is the real MVP. When you think about it. Like, the bird's actually the real MVP of the show. Freaking damn, son! Oh man, I just remembered I hate Amazon Prime's video service because the actual play is absolutely awful on everything else besides the TV. TV, fine. On a computer, it's the worst thing ever. Just doesn't work. Just does not work. I'm telling you, that eagle is the real MVP. Also, goddamn. All right, Mahmut, that was quite scary, but good job. Good job. Can someone remind me, why is no one watching this show? This show's pretty freaking good. Like, this show is actually probably top tier of the season. No one's watching it. Man, why is it always the bad shows that everyone watches, but the good ones? She is really freaking cute. It kind of hurts. Kind of hurts. She's really freaking cute. That's quite dark, actually. Damn, he just basically just said, "Look, I'll play with you all now because probably by next week I won't have a head." It's like, damn, son, Jesus Christ. All right, I understand what he means, but damn, it's quite a heavy thing to say. Basically, understands like, dude, I won't be here next week. Oh man, they're gonna take him off, aren't they? They're gonna take him down from his place. Seems a bit strange. Everyone else is being reinstated. Oh no, poor dude. Poor dude. Man, that sucks. Damn. Poor as a poor kid did nothing wrong when you think about it. Theoretically, the problem was he kind of acted as an individual rather than a pusher instead, which was kind of his downfall. Man. Man. It's quite deeper than we thought. This ending's quite nice as well, actually. So you only missed one episode. Don't worry. You're not actually that late. Don't worry about it. It's only one episode. Oh, my arms. Speaking of which, I need to stretch for a second. There we are. My arms have been locking up quite a lot recently, actually. Oh, no idea why. My muscles have been really tense. Oh, jeez. Oh, it's an advert, don't worry. I was going to say, episode 4 just started, but I realised, oh, it's an advert, so it's fine. Ah, that's alright then. That's not a problem. I was worried a second there. I was like, oh god, it started automatically. No. Advert. Right, so episode 4 starts in 3, 2, 1. Let's begin now. That was quite a way to start an episode. Damn. Damn. That was quite a start. Yeah, it got announced like recently it was 2 cores long. It's one of those ones it doesn't tell you it is, but it actually is 2 cores, which actually is really freaking neat. So I think it's one of those ones that deserves 2 cores because there's a lot going on. When you think about it, MAPPA has been doing quite a lot recently as well, which actually is quite it's quite a feat. The fact they're doing 3 anime this season, I think, in total. I think 3 animes or 4. Oh, conspiracy. I don't think this is one of those shows that I think it needs 2 cores because the fact is the world itself kind of warrants it, if you get what I mean. So one of those ones you can. There's some shows you can do one core and it'd be completely fine, but this one's one of those ones that the world's too big, too dense, and too kind of developed for it to be one core. It needs at least two cores in order for it to be kind of satisfying the conclusion. Otherwise, if it just ends, you're like, what was the point? There's no kind of build up. There's no satisfying payoff either. So probably out of every single anime this season, I think this one deserves them like two cores. Maybe probably even Made in the Abyss deserves one more core as well. But I don't think to say the word. I don't think Free Hertz. Is it Free Hertz that's doing Made in the Abyss, or is it Kino Citrus? One of the two. I don't think they ever made a two core anime in their life. So I don't think they could have done two cores for Made in the Abyss. But MAPPA is kind of the one that is the purveyor of the two cores. Because a lot of their shows, well, kind of sort of some of their shows do kind of go towards two cores. I think they actually have the budget to do so now. That's why they're kind of doing a lot of animes now. I think United actually helped them put themselves on the map and actually kind of to actually kind of do something more than your average. I think the only one that other show they did was Garo and Bahamut, like the only ones from my recollection. Besides maybe Punchline and stuff like that, I actually can't remember any other shows they've done. But I think Yuri and Ice actually helped them put themselves on the map and actually give them a budget and actually kind of then branch out and do a lot more. Like actually take more risks. At this point, it's every single stream that Ambulance Chan will always appear. It's Ambulance Chan and Police Chan always appears at this point. It's just a thing. I actually generally think in the real world where I live, Kira's stuck in the same loop as Diablo from JoJo Part 5. So he's always dying constantly, so the ambulance always goes past. That's why. That's why so many ambulances are going past, because he's actually stuck in a massive loop, constantly getting run over by an ambulance. Uh-oh, he's seen something. Oh, it's a dude with blonde hair. Will he A, be a husbando, or B, will he be a bad guy? Only time will tell. Only time will tell. He doesn't seem so bad, so he actually might be the husbando man that we've been yearning for. He reminds me of someone. I actually can't put my finger on it. Man, I want an eagle now. I want to have I want an eagle as a pet. It'd be really freaking cool. Just like randomly go outside and just do that, and just come onto your wrist. It's like, yeah, I feel so good today. It'd be amazing. This show does quite a lot of things with the depth of field. I actually quite like it. It's quite different the way it uses depth of field, or it's actually commonly known as DOP. I'm actually surprised no one actually watched this show on YouTube, because literally no one's watched it, from my knowledge. Like, literally, I think I've seen 2 people cover it, which is oddly depressing because this show's freaking great. I just don't understand it. Love and Lies is really popular, but this isn't. I'm like, why is Love and Lies so popular when it's the most garbage show the whole entire year? But alas. Also, what's it with dudes and purple hair being like the most coolest thing in the universe? Because everyone with purple hair is just so freaking damn cool. I watched the first 7 episodes of Love and Lies and just found it to be the most garbage show of the whole entire year. Like, every single character was absolutely just horrible. Like, I just couldn't bring myself. I didn't understand why I watched it so long, but just every single episode I just hated every single person even more. The first episode was just like the worst opening like to an anime I've seen in a long time as well. I mean, ain't no Vatican, but still, oh, it was terrible. I mean, I thought maybe the waifus might save it, but the waifus did not save that show. The OP is really freaking good. That kept me going. The OP is really amazing in that show. Oh damn. The problem is, Koji Uso has a really freaking good premise. I just don't know. I didn't understand what they were thinking when they were making it, because it just went. Everything just went, and it's destroyed itself internally after a while. But to be honest, I had the exact same problem with Scum's Wish when it first started as well. It's one of those shows that just kind of went really quickly after a while because the characters became insufferable. I think that's kind of the make or break when it comes to romance shows is the characters. Because if when you just screw those over, then you just screwed. It's like there's no point. Waifus won't save the show if the waifus aren't good. Oh jeez. Yeah. I'm actually glad someone actually agrees with me on the characters because it's kind of one of those things that no one tends to agree with you quite often. I mean, I've seen people do trash the characters, but a lot of people actually kind of like the show. I'm like, how? I don't know. It's one of those things, I guess. It's popular though, apparently, which is really, really surprising. I mean, man, you don't. I mean, man, you don't mess with a kid that has that kind of power. Just don't mess with that kid because at that point you just think you're screwed because that guy just strangled someone last episode. I remember the Eraser episode, the first episode, which is like, "Oh, I love you so much." It's like, why is that? Because I kept the eraser you gave me as a child. I was like, "Oh my god, really?" I was like, "Holy crap! Whatever rocks your boat, girl. Whatever rocks your boat." I was actually shocked by the end of it. I was like, I mean, people do keep like mementos, but it's just over the top. Jeez. Man, I don't know whether or not they'll be able to make it out of this one because they've got two people who like actually are able to control falcons. Just after that point, survival's not very good for you. Not very good for you. Man, that's impressive. It's like they vanished out of thin air. I like this dude. I like him a lot. He seems cool. Jesus Christ, they didn't waste time. They're burning down the whole entire place. It's in my blood. I have to find I had to find the husbandos of the season. It's in my blood. The ultimate waifu is Sahara, I think her name is Sahara from last episode. She's the ultimate waifu of the season, so there's that. But husbandos can be found as well. He reminds me of someone. I actually cannot put a finger on it. He looks like someone I've seen a different show. Oh, oh, please don't leave us now. We only just got to know you. Please don't leave. I mean, Aguri is actually a top tier waifu as well. I do agree. She's a top tier waifu. I mean, Jabami from Kakaguri is also top tier waifu as well. She's ultimate waifu material. I guess she has the upper edge because she's absolutely insane, but Jabami's just pretty freaking good. But I do agree, Aguri's pretty top tier. Pretty top tier. mean, it's been pretty easy this season to actually kind of find the best waifus. I mean, last season was actually kind of a lot worse, but this one's actually kind of easy. Oh Christ! Right, sorry. Just I thought there might be another advert, but there wasn't. Good old Amazon Prime, just not being the correct thing to do. But anyway, yeah. So let's start episode 5 in 3, 2, 1. Let's begin now. Jesus Christ! All right, Amazon. I don't like Amazon Prime subbing system, which is really weird. Doesn't work for me. Kind of catches me off guard all the time because it's kind of there. It's very it's very omnipresent. It just kind of irritates me ever so slightly, to use the technical terms. He seems cool. Why does that guy in the background look like he's seen some things? It looked as if he had seen some things. The animation was not kind to him. I was like, no OP either. I didn't get ED next last episode. Don't give me no OP this episode, please. Don't break my heart, Mappa. Don't break my heart. Oh man. Good thing about the openings are I actually can get a little bit of time to stretch. I have no idea. My bones have been pretty freaking tense lately. Don't know why. Bones have been really tense. I say bones are actually muscles. That's a better term to use. Not bones. Bones is a bit too technical. Oh, that was the enemy. That was the enemy. Oh. He seems cool. I like him. He seems cool. Oh, my back. Oh, my back. Ow, my back. There we are. That's better. Oh, that's painful. This show did a really freaking good job to actually world build. Like, very freaking good job. Oh yeah, I am. Do not worry. Just I have to kind of figure out a schedule again. Just my mango schedule's been kind of a bit weird lately. It's one of those things that just have to kind of figure out something. Because it actually is quite short. It actually might be a bit easier for me to actually kind of just slot them in somewhere. But just have to figure out how to. So I start uni in like about like a week and a bit. So it's kind of a bit more difficult for me. So I think I'm in for like I'm off like for 2 days a week, and I have like 3 days a week in. So it's kind of like one of the days I come home at like 6 o'clock my time. So it's not good. So I'd be actually home until 9. And then Friday I won't be home until 6. But yeah, somehow I'll try and continue it. Do not worry. Yeah, I wouldn't. It wouldn't be a problem if I didn't live like about an hour and a half away from the actual university. The only problem is I live an hour and a half away, so I lose about 3 hours a day getting there. That's the only problem. So it's like tiring just to kind of get there and get home. Other than that, it's fine. But it's just getting there and getting home. And the train system is not kind in England either most of the time. I've managed anyway. It's been the whole entire year so far, so I've managed. But it's having to actually kind of schedule everything around it. Plus do all the work at the exact same time. I think somehow I'll probably do it. Jesus Christ! This has gone 0 to 60 quite quickly. A freaking war just broke out. Damn. We're about 5 episodes in as well. I'm actually impressed. I'm actually impressed. Ugh, it's horrible. The idea of someone scratching their hands. Ugh. Oh, god damn, son. Oh, oh no. They are really kind of banking on this one dude. Really banking on this one dude. Oh, that MAPPA CG though. That MAPPA CG. Oh man, the Duchess is pretty attractive as well. It's the hair color. The hair color always gets me. It's not my favorite hair color. Just always gets me. Always gets me. Don't know why. It's just that hair color always kind of just like instant waifu. Instant waifu for me. It's always red, ginger, and it's always red, ginger, and blue. Always, it's the waifu test for me. It's a really annoying sound for my chair. Oh, reverse psychology on the dude. Oh, oh, he got him there. He got him there. Psychology, yo. Gets him every single time. Uh-oh. Can't lose our MC just yet. Ooh. Another one. And another one. All the time. Down this road. Down this damn road. It's always all the time at this point. It's a main road, so all the roads here connect to the actual other roads around my town. So I actually have to go through here because it's a very vital road. I have the short end of the stick when it comes to them always going down this road. I live like on the road. Bit annoying because it's all the time, but I get used to it after a while. And there we are. That was exactly 3 episodes of Altair. Altair? 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 I think that's how you pronounce it. I think. Must say, it show's doing a really freaking good job of actually kind of fleshing out this world and actually how the world works itself. I actually quite like it for that reason, just for the sense of the world building, because it's just you get to know each nation and how they kind of work different to each one of them, and what their true intentions are, and everything like that. It's actually kind of interesting. It's actually kind of fascinating as well, because it would be kind of a bit annoying if it happened to be one nation. Well, it happened to be like 5 nations, but they only just got mentioned, and that was it. You never got to know how they worked and who you actually kind of side for. So it's actually great that actually allowing a load of time towards them kind of growing as each of them growing as a nation together. And actually, also this war itself is actually kind of very much the forefront of it, but it's kind of like it's also the idea of how they will actually go about taking down this war as well. Actually kind of cool in that regard, because you actually understand how they work, because the war is there, but it's just like how they will go about kind of going into this war, which is kind of the better part, because they could have just said, okay, war, we're going to war, and that was it. But you actually get to see how they strategize to go to war with, and how they actually will then kind of avert what's going to happen. It's actually kind of cool. So all in all, top tier show. It's doing a good job of everything at this point. I actually can't deny this show anything. Don't know why no one's watching this show. Damn it, I actually paused the video. Jeez. Hold on, just let the advert run. Alrighty, so let's just... There we are. Okay, good. We won in the end with Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime doesn't want to pause sometimes. But yes, okay, alrighty. Oh, my back just died. Oh man, I'm older. I'm actually older than my age. I'm 20 years old, but I feel like I'm 40 years old at this point. Man, oh Jesus Christ. But anyway, yeah. So let's actually talk about it. So yeah, I think Mahmut's a great character because again, he's kind of a character who's kind of had quite a bit, but now it's kind of stripped away from him, so he actually has to kind of grow because of it. Though technically it's no fault of his own because his actions were genuine. Like, it wasn't as if he was kind of acting out of character. He was trying to save someone, but the problem was, the fact was, he wasn't kind of thinking in the way they were thinking. In essence, he wasn't thinking like a pasha. He was only thinking about himself. He didn't kind of put the nation first before anything else, which actually kind of hindered him. Because again, it wasn't a problem what he was doing. He was actually kind of being a genuine person. He actually kind of said hello to people, but the way he went about it wasn't the correct way of doing things. So we actually kind of understand where they were coming from. But granted, yes, it's still kind of like, but he did do something really freaking good. So why is he being punished? Everyone else practically kind of has a lot going on. We don't know. We actually don't know just yet because they all don't seem as if they're kind of very cut and dry. They seem as if they've got something going on behind closed doors, which does in theory lend itself to being quite an interesting outlook because we actually want to know more about them. So yeah. The other thing was, I actually kind of like the fact of his resolve as well. His resolve is actually kind of interesting because he's now starting to think like, he's actually starting to think like a pasha. He's actually starting to think like as if his nation's first and anything else, which actually is kind of interesting. Granted, yes, it does kind of put himself in some deep water, especially in this episode as well. Like, we did get to see in this episode, the fact was like his actual kind of like his position does kind of put himself in quite a lot of deep water, but he does have a deep resolve, which actually is he wants to kind of grow. And the actual idea of him losing where he was beforehand allows him to grow because of it. And it then actually kind of allows for then the actual outcome of the actual final episode to be ever more satisfying because he's finally reached that point where we actually can say he's actually kind of warranted being there. It's actually kind of cool in a way because otherwise, if the character was a part of the whole entire series, there might still be some interesting things on there, don't get me wrong, but it's as if there's kind of a little less like, I would say, like, interest and kind of intrigue and actually all that kind of connection you have towards a character, because I always find you have a better connection towards a character if the character does have kind of some flaws. If he doesn't have any flaws, then you kind of feel as if, what's the point ever following him, because there's just nothing there to follow, because he's just going to be this cool dude who's going to go in there and kind of just say the goddamn day. But clearly, as you knew, he did say the goddamn day, but didn't actually go the way he thought. So it's actually kind of cool in that way, because he does have his certain flaws. Actually, it's kind of neat. So you kind of feel a bit more attachment for that reason, because you feel as if he's got a journey to actually kind of overcome. So we actually want to see how this journey pans out and see where it actually goes and see what happens with this idea of the war itself, because the war is very omnipresent in the whole entire thing, but it's kind of not the forefront, if you get what I mean. The idea of the war is kind of the forefront. It's the idea of how the nations will go about taking down the war itself and what's going to happen because of it. Because you have this whole entire idea that the war's there, but you have the spy points as well, which actually is kind of an interesting like kind of plot point as well, is these spy units and what they will do and if they will be destroyed later into the series and what happens then, because once that goes, the Pasha loses kind of like his sight, like he loses how he will know how to attack next. So actually kind of neat in that regard. The fact is what's going to happen there, so you have that going for it as well. But yeah, so I really can't argue with this series at all, because it does quite a lot of good things pretty freaking damn well. So it's one of those ones I just don't understand why no one's picked it up, because it has a fantastic world building aspect, it has fantastic characters that you generally do feel connected to, and it has everything you need in an anime. Like, it has somewhat good animation. Don't get me wrong, MAPPA does tend to falter in certain cases, but I can't fault them because they are doing quite a few shows this season, so you can understand that probably some like aspects are probably somewhere else than what it is here. But I don't mind, because animation's not kind of bad animation is not kind of a killer for me, because I actually kind of get past bad animation if the story is freaking great. So here it's not as if the animation's bad, but by any means say the words by any means, but it's kind of like the story's so freaking great that it just kind of carries the whole entire show, plus the characters do as well. So yeah, I mean, I just can't argue it. So I do actually want to see how this whole entire show pans out, whether or not Mahmut does regain his actual position, because he does seem as if he might go towards then. Actually, this journey that he will actually kind of overcome might actually be freaking great, because by the time he actually reaches the point of becoming a Pasha once again, you will see his actual character growth, and actually you actually see in full what the actual kind of journey was from start to finish. It's actually kind of neat in that regard, because you generally get to see how much that character's grown. That's what I kind of like about it, because it does have a sense that the character will grow because of the events that's actually kind of before him. and then the actual outcome will be more satisfying. It's kind of a good plus for a series, because otherwise you just don't know who to root for. You're kind of like, is there much point we watching it? Is there any point, because the character's just going to win in the end? I don't know. But yeah, the war does seem like an interesting idea as well, because it's just as if what's going to happen after that point, what will happen, who will side with who, and all that jazz. So yes, that has been me for today. Oh man, my throat just gave out in that last sentence. I do apologize. So yes, if you have enjoyed this whole entire stream as a whole, and you want to leave a like, then do leave a like, because indeed it does help quite a bit. If you have enjoyed what I do here, then do leave a sub, because indeed it does help quite a bit. But until tomorrow with I don't even freaking know tomorrow. I haven't thought that far ahead yet. But whatever comes out tomorrow, see you guys then. Bye for now.